Someone said the N-word at the BAFTAs, and Asmongold, the Roach King himself, what? Reacted to it, so I'm gonna return in kind. Who am I? I am Steve, your friendly neighborhood Tic Haver. Let's get started. Kill yourself.
Tourette's campaigner John Davidson allegedly interrupted the ceremony by shouting the N-word at Michael B. Jordan. Uh-huh.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
It's not funny. It's a very serious disorder. There's nothing funny about it. It's a little funny. It's a little funny sometimes.
Everybody's silent. Everybody heard that shit. And the thing is, he waited for the applause to end, bro. Like, this guy waited for the best possible moment. Oh my God. And so apparently this guy is a Tourette's campaigner.
Just to be clear, he didn't, and I'm sure he knows this, but he didn't wait for anything. You can't control it. It's not a reflection of inner thoughts or feelings. Not in the way you think that it is, though. There is some kind of connection there. To probably get into it in a minute. But the fact that there was a big break, that silence, that it's kind of like if you're really gassy and then things are really quiet, you're like, oh, I'm probably gonna fart now, right? You're gonna be more concerned, or at least it makes sense that someone with this condition, with Tourette's or any sort of tic disorder, would be more nervous that their tics would happen in, like, that is the worst time for it to happen, right? So of course you're gonna be thinking about it, and here's the thing. The more you are focused on your tics, broadly speaking, the more likely they are to come out. While there are two African-American people on stage, things are really quiet, this would be the worst time in the world to say the N-word really loudly, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I think it would. So it's kind of like, don't think about pink elephants. All you're thinking about is pink elephants. Don't think about the N-word. You're more likely to be thinking about it. So you are more likely to have that particular tic, or even form that particular tic if you don't have that tic yet. I think Sweet Anita had developed tics she didn't have before because her chat were trying to get her to say it. It's a thing.
Wow. And so, what is this here? If I could find it, Michael said, Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan did what we had to do. Did what we had to do. This guy just ults out of nowhere, man. God damn, was his name Eric Cartman? Nobody could be an old version of Eric Cartman. So, yeah, I don't know about this. The Mexican authorities got a woman close to narcoboss. I didn't see that at all. It's great advertising, though. I mean, you're right. I didn't even see that. The left is attacking the guy for thinking the word. Can you believe?
Great advertising. Bro, Harvey Weinstein back in the day would have killed for an Oscar campaign like that. Oh my God. And you know what? It would have worked. It would have worked. He would have taken home even more gold, especially back in the day.
So let me see. I pull this up, right? So let me go and read some of the comments about this. They thank the audience for their understanding after activist with Tourette's yells the N-word at two black actors during the awards ceremony. Oh my God, what world are we in? This is amazing. Okay, so now...
You're not really yelling it at someone. Like, you might say shorthand, oh, I yelled the N-word at these few black people because it was tic, and oh, this was mortifying, blah, blah, blah. It's not really at them. It's a thing that happens near them, and it's more likely to happen because they're there. Like I said, don't think about pink elephants. All you're thinking about is pink elephants. And, you know, there's been times where I'm sitting in the parking lot at 7-Eleven, I'm about to go in, I'm like, Bunch of black people in there. Okay, you know what? I'll just wait till they leave. Just to be safe. It probably won't be a thing. Nothing's probably gonna go wrong. It's probably gonna be fine. But I'll wait till they leave, just to be safe. And then I wait, and then they leave, and then I go in, and it's fine. It's fine. Why do I have more than one? Most people don't have any, but I think I took all of them. I took all of them. I am the Jesus of N-word tics. I have them. I carry that burden, that cross, so the rest of you Tic Havers don't have to. Okay? Sorry, this isn't about me. This isn't about me.
Bro, people are so stupid, man. I know. Look up Jamie Foxx reply to this. I didn't see anything about this. And I've worried I said Donald Trump's name 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice. Well, he only said the N-word twice. Yeah. If you say it 3 times, it brings back racism, okay? And so what's this? And did we have to, are there any more clips of this here? Sinner's producer said the actor also hurled the wait, he also called her the N-word too.
He's not calling you that. He's just saying that. Or he's not even saying that. It's hiccup. It's brain hiccups, okay? That's all it is. It's brain hiccups. He's not calling you that. Stop saying this. Stop saying this. Also hurl the N-word. He didn't hurl it at you. He had a symptom near you. That's what it is. So if you keep reframing it that way, then people are going to be more okay with doing violence against people like me and people who have it way worse than me. Because to be honest, it's real. There are plenty of people who have this way worse than I do. But regardless, people like me are twice as likely to be a victim of violent crime. And I would like to get those numbers down if we could. Continuing to frame it like this, continuing that narrative contributes to the violence against people like me. And again, people who have it worse than me. So can we please stop doing that? He didn't hurl it at you. He didn't call these 2 people that. Oh my God, is that him?
An American rapper saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
It is him.
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
Okay, this is hypocritical. You know we can't.
Sure you can. This is America. Both of you. Say it.
All right.
That is him. That is right. That is him. That is him. That is him. That is him. That is too perfect. This is how I know there's a God, and he has a sense of humor, and it is a beautiful thing. That is perfect.
But a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
He did.
Say the word you want to say.
You don't get to police how black people react to racism. Also, John Davidson is racist and his Tourette's isn't an excuse. Fuck him.
We don't get to police how you feel about it. I'm sure Michael B. Jordan was feeling some kind of way about it. I don't know if he got a disclaimer beforehand, if he knew. Even if there was a disclaimer, there's still, at the very least, reflexively, there's a small part of him that heard that and wanted to just let his inner Killmonger out. I get it. There's nothing wrong with feeling a certain way, especially in the moment it flares up, but how you react with those feelings, that's important. And to a certain extent, we do absolutely get to to a certain extent, we do get to police how you act on those feelings.
Works. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, if the guy, listen, here's my honest opinion, okay? Don't bring people that have Tourette's to an award ceremony and put them close enough to where you can hear what they're saying on the mic.
Even if it's live, there's usually 7, 20 second, 30 second, minute. There's some kind of delay to where you could have some dude with the button just waiting to, I don't know how it actually works, but you can censor that, even if it's live with a slight delay. So there's no reason to not have him there, especially when his movie about his life is up for several awards. Also, someone shouting in an auditorium, how far away do you have to be for no mics to pick it up? Tics can get pretty loud sometimes. How can you guarantee that? And at a certain point, it's but where are we allowed to go? Stay in your hole, Ticky boy. I don't think the issue is that he was there or where he was placed. I think the issue was just whether or not it was censored. The technology exists. You can afford it, BBC. You probably have it. You can censor it if you want to censor it. I think not giving him special seating, censoring it, I think that is a reasonable accommodation to make. I think that's perfectly fine.
Of course not. Why not? I don't know. It's just a mistake, right? I mean, like, you just shouldn't do. He was thinking it. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he might have been thinking it. Like, oh God, please not now, please not now. Oh, it's so quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Please not now, please not now. Again, the more you think about it, the more... Bro, I've been on Tinder, scrolling through Tinder, and then, like, a black girl pops up, and I'm just like, N-word. Or, like, a commercial. I'm watching TV, there's a commercial, a black person walks on screen, and then when they take me by surprise, sometimes it pops out. Like, because immediately, as soon as you see someone, like, oh, there's a black person, and then it pops out. So he might have been thinking about it, and in a sense, him saying the N-word is at least something of a reflection of his inner thoughts and feelings, but more in the sense that he knows it's a bad thing. You know you shouldn't say it, and that stress that it might come out anyway is what causes that. So, yeah, he probably was thinking the N-word. Again, pink elephants.
John Davidson said he's deeply mortified that anyone thought his involuntary tics were intentional or carry any meaning.
So this is how I know John Davidson is a better person than I am. I'm at the point where I'm starting not to care. I don't care anymore. Deeply mortified. It is what it is. I got to deal with it. So do you too, asshole. Fuck you. That's basically kind of my stance lately. And people's reaction to this have not been pushing me in the opposite direction. I'll tell you that much. But he, very kind, very, very nice guy. Deeply mortified. It is what it is. You got a disclaimer, probably. If not, that was their responsibility to do so. Whatever. At least you get to leave it at the end of the night. I don't, okay? That would have been my response.
Tourette's isn't all verbal. Yeah, I know. There's like like physical tics that people can get to. I'll use that excuse next time. Yeah, sure, right? So inclusiveness did this. I mean, I guess. I don't really think that the reaction of John Davison can't be helped by this fakery. Oh, I remember this. This was during the Streamer Awards.
Here is a talent, but these people actually have talent. So, fuck off. This category celebrates the streamers who create the best art, food and drink. Fuck off. The best dick, the best dance, cosplay, ASMR, or other makers creating content, among other things. So the nominees for the best creative arts streamer suck my dick.
So people think that she's faking it. I don't know why people think she's faking it. I really don't. And I have no idea. I don't think she,
There have been people who have faked this sort of thing for clout. I think it's best to err on the side of, unless you have 100% proof or really close to it, just shut the fuck up. Just shut. Most of the people who are most vocal about this have no understanding of how any of this works. No idea, no clue. Just please shut the fuck up. Because there are some who I look at like, oh yeah, that bitch is faking. But I keep that shit to myself because me saying that, it's not helping anyone. It really isn't. There's no positivity, any goodness to society coming from that. So just shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Keep it to yourself. Shut the fuck up.
After watching this video, I don't think she did anything wrong. I think she's totally she's completely innocent, didn't do anything at all. And I heard white noise. Well, I don't know really. And so overall, I don't really see how it's in my opinion, right? It's like if somebody says something, apologizes. Oh, is this?
I'm sorry. What?
In my opinion, right? It's like if
bro, how are you missing that? How are you
see how it's
Bunk for milk? She probably knows him. Is that his mom? Maybe it's his mom. That's probably a thing he's said a lot. How has he not noticed this? Is he seeing it? Is he gonna say something about it? Say something about the spunk. Say something about the spunk. Just acknowledge it. It's staring right at you in the face.
A Scottish campaigner for people with Tourette's who inspired the BAFTA-nominated film I Swear.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight.
Cumming apologised, telling the audience the outburst.
You may have heard. Where was the disclaimer at the beginning? Because I would open with that. I like to give people warning. I would open with that. You should open with that. Did they open with that? Why didn't they open with that? I'm really starting to lean towards BBC being in the wrong here.
Came from involuntary tics associated with the neurological condition. The BBC also apologised for the strong and offensive language, saying it was not intentional.
Robert
It wasn't
Apologize for not censoring it, or don't censor it. This would be a big dick move right here. Obviously clear what to do ahead of time, but be like, hey, we got this idea. We're just going to pitch it to you. You're here. Your tics might happen, and they might pick up, and they might be something really offensive, and we get that. We're not going to censor it. Okay? Right? If you got to deal with it, so does everyone else. It'll bring awareness to it. If you're not comfortable with it, we'll pull the plug. We'll censor it, whatever. But we think that it's a powerful, useful statement for spread awareness, and so other people aren't as mortified by it and whatnot, blah, 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 something like that, and then stand your ground with it or censor it. They've done everything wrong, and they probably had a lot of meetings about how to not do that, and everything went in the wrong direction. That's my guess.
And it's basically like if you have a thought in the back of your mind, it immediately just comes out without any sort of filter. It's involuntary, right? That's my understanding of this.
I already kind of covered this, but kind of true. It does imply, it may not necessarily be what he's saying, but it does seem to imply that there's an intent, like a dark thought that you want to keep to yourself, but it just comes out like maybe there is a slight implication, at least a slight misinterpretation of what he's saying, to where Tourette's brings out the racism, your inner bigot. Which is not the case. It might not be what he's saying, but I just want to clarify that, again, not the case. I mean, I guess it theoretically could be the case if someone was a racist, like, man, I really hate me some black people, and also they had Tourette's. You might think, oh, they would love to say it, therefore they wouldn't be stressed out by saying it, so it wouldn't actually be a tic. But in society, they know they're not supposed to, and it would in the wrong place. Depending on where they live, where they are, it could be bad for them. And so they want to hide their power level, so they still could be saying it. I could imagine a situation in which someone is a massive racist and the Tourette's brings that out of them. From my limited understanding of how...
I love listening to them talk about this because it's just this really proper, I'm afraid to say what's actually happening type thing. I mean, what are we doing here? He went up there and he said the N-word. There's two black people on the stage. Why are we talking?
Did this guy even say the N-word? Is he dancing around the N-word? Not just N-word, but saying the N-word. E-N-W... Is that how you would spell it? We can't even say the N-word. I get we can't say the N-word, but we can't say the N-word when talking about the N-word to refer to the N-word. That's just the R-word. You can say the N-word, just say the N-word. Not the N-word, but the N-word. You can say the N-word, but don't say the N-word, okay? Now that no one's confused, let's move on.
Walking around this, dancing around it, oh my God, it's the elephant in the room. Exactly, what is this?
Slur at these two actors who are both black, obviously, and that's caused quite a bit of an uproar online.
Yeah,
it's created a real debate as to how do you deal with this situation? Is it a case where
it's simple. You just don't. If you don't like people with Tourette's doing Tourette's things, then don't invite people with Tourette's to your event. I don't understand this. This is I bought a bird and the bird keeps chirping. Can you believe this? Every day.
This fucking bird keeps making bird noises. What am I supposed to do?
It's going "Aap, aap, 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 aap." That's what birds do. Don't buy a fucking bird. If you don't like that, don't buy a bird. I don't know. How is this so complicated for everybody? Really? It's obvious.
Or measures need to be in place for John? Is it a case where John shouldn't have been invited in the first?
You shouldn't put him next to a microphone. Duh. You can invite the guy, put him...
Censor it. That's all you have to do. Just censor it. 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 It's that easy. He doesn't need to stay in his little hidey hole away from everyone. Just censor it. Just censor it. Again, reasonable, Accommodation. Censor it. Just censor it. It's a thing you would have done anyway if someone had just randomly shouted it, genuinely racist. You would have done it anyway. So just censor it. Just censor it. What? Did they forget that part? Did they miss that part when they were going back and censoring things? I heard they censored other things, but which, by the way, yeah, obviously they're going to censor a political message in the middle of someone else's acceptance speech. If someone else shouts a political message involving an armed conflict in the Middle East, yeah, of course they're going to censor that.
I'm off in the corner away from the fucking mic. Obviously, how is this even a conversation?
Place.
Some people are a waste of a functional nervous system. Let's be real.
It's created a real conversation.
Put a muzzle on him? Oh, God.
Which I don't think has been helped by people like the actor Jamie Foxx.
Yeah?
Jamie Foxx, who is a very well-known singer and actor, has gone online and accused John Davidson of meaning the outburst.
Why?
It's unacceptable. He meant what he said.
Wait, what? No, there's no way he said that. I don't believe this. There's no way. Jamie Foxx is furiously attacked. Is there any instance of this? Let me see. I pulled this up. What is it? Out of all the words you could have said, Tourette's made you say that. Nah, he meant that shit. Unacceptable. BBC edited out a Free Palestine shout from the filmmaker's acceptance speech, but left.
I've already explained why this is stupid several times, and I don't want to repeat myself. Lord knows I do that against my will. Just enough already. But I just wanted to pause to say one very important thing. Fuck Jamie Foxx.
The Tourette's tic uncensored.
I think there needs to be a great deal of compassion on both sides of this argument. I don't think this is one of those cases where it's right versus wrong.
Of course there is. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you have Tourette's, you say random shit randomly that you don't mean. That's literally what the definition of it means. That's I
have compassion. I get it. That word digs into you in ways I can't understand. Let's say that, sure. But once you find out that it's completely involuntary, let's be real. You're getting mad at hiccups. These are hiccups. These are hiccups. These are brain hiccups. You are getting mad at hiccups. I've seen these tweets of people basically saying, well, if you have that condition, you should just don't be around minorities. And there's minorities everywhere, which I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying, I go out, I'm gonna throw a rock. Not that I would throw a rock at them, but you know what I mean? The expression, it's a pretty white area, and still, they're everywhere. Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? And you know what? People like me, people conditioned worse than me, we hide ourselves enough as it is already. Okay, we don't need any help with that. We don't need any more encouragement. Where are we gonna go? Just hide in your hole, Ticky boy. Just hide in your hole.
Getting mad at a short person for being short. That's like getting mad at a person that's born without legs that they can't walk. That's literally what the disease means. If you're mad at somebody that they're doing what the disease that they say this is the definitional behavior of the disease, and you get mad at them for that, then just say that you don't like people with that disease. It's that easy, right? I mean, that's really what's going on.
John today will undoubtedly be feeling horrendous.
Being short is a disease. Well, it's a...
He shouldn't feel horrendous. Listen, I have had some really bad days. I certainly wouldn't call this a good day right now. My last job, I think it was my last day, in fact, I was 2-3 hours late because of OCD stuff. And, Finally made it to work. I was slapping myself on the chest and screaming the N-word. And then the tics started and things got really awkward. That was a joke. That was a joke. In the moment, yeah, you don't feel good. It's not a good feeling. It's not even if you've given people fair warning, even though it's certainly not the first day something like this has happened. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, but you shouldn't feel horrendous about it. Okay? You should feel horrendous because it's exhausting and frustrating and humiliating, and it just wears on you day after day after day. That part does make you feel. that makes you feel bad. But just this mortified feeling bad for other people because of something you can't control. Let's stop with that bullshit, okay? Let's just stop with that.
Sort is a disease. Well, it's a what I mean is like it is a physical condition that a person is in that they didn't opt themselves into, right? Like you don't spawn in and decide to be short. You don't spawn in and decide to have Tourette's. You don't spawn in and decide to not have legs, right? So that's really the difference.
Yeah. Likewise, Delroy and Michael, two incredible actors, shouldn't be subjugated to that sort of terminology.
It's on such a high...
Well, I mean, if you don't want them subjugated to that terminology, then don't invite people with Tourette's to the event. It's that simple.
Or censor it. Or...
Like, this is the problem, is that...
technology.
Like, this decision is actually super easy. It's such a super fucking simple, easy decision. If you don't want people to do that, then don't bring people that do that. If you don't want something waking you up in the middle of the night, don't buy a rooster. Do not buy a rooster. If you have trouble sleeping and you don't want to deal with something waking you up at 4 a.m, do not buy a rooster. You should never buy a rooster. Roosters are the last thing that you should buy. Or don't invite black people? Wait a minute.
You know what? Here's the deal. We'll alternate every year, okay? Black people get 1 year, then we get the other, okay? How's that? Compromise.
That's a good point. So what if they just don't invite any black people? And that way you can invite people with Tourette's and they won't get offended. There'll be nobody there to get offended.
Incorrect. There'll be middle-aged white women to get offended on their behalf.
So I never thought about that. I never thought. Now you're thinking big picture.
Profile stage as well.
Yeah.
Did I hear we had a clip?
He wants to watch the clip.
Okay, well, hopefully we've got a clip in a moment.
No.
Let's take a listen.
This is a young dude too. I guarantee you, this dude has said it in some kind of lobby, some right. That he's a gamer. I can tell. He's said more than his fair share of Game Awards in his day. Look at him. He's
in a moment.
No.
Let's take a listen.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night.
There's
for
no
a
way
vital part of movie making.
There's no. Why do you even play the clip? Like it's muted.
You see Delroy Lindo's face there.
You know the funny thing is that this younger guy, he thinks it's funny. You know he thinks it's funny. Like it's so obvious he.
I told you. Yes, he sees it too. We can smell our own. He
thinks it's funny, and it's just
and it was a truly uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
But he appears to have been taken out about halfway through the ceremony. The first half there were a few shouts, and then the second half it appears he was no longer in the auditorium.
Yeah, well, it wasn't exclusively to that moment. He interrupted a number, inadvertently interrupted a number of speeches and whatnot. The BBC have told Variety, I believe, that they would never.
There were numerous interruptions. I've been seeing a bunch of tweets saying that was the only one. Now, are they saying that because they just sort of assumed because that's the only like if they didn't see it, it didn't happen, or did they censor everything else but that particular one? And they have perfectly good reason to think that was the only one that wasn't censored, and that's making people who already don't know anything about how this works even more suspicious than they already are. BBC, bro, what the fuck?
It appears he may have taken himself out of the auditorium just because, like I said, I don't have an answer to this. I don't think anybody does.
Of course you do. It's such a simple answer, but the problem is that you have these weird fucking soy baldies that don't understand making a decision. You have to make a decision. Do you want black people to be called the N-word, or do you want to not invite people with a disability? Pick one. That's it. So do you want to have
Or
black
censor it.
people be called the N-word or not invite disabled people? Just make the decision. It's such an
Again, a disabled person who's there for a movie based on his life that's up for several awards, which won too. Good for them. There's no way they. Sorry, we're like. I'm sure you understand. You right? Like you just sit this one out, right? Come on, you understand. Just hit the button. Just hit the button. Just hit the. I know it's more than a button, probably, but just censor it. Just censor it. Just censor it. Why? How do you write a sticky note when it happens? Like, oh, we really make sure we don't forget that one. All the other ones we did, but
an easy fucking decision. You just decide which one's more important. What should I rather do? And you do that. It's simple. And so Tourette's causes racism now. Yeah, definitely. And never knew having Tourette's cause people to blurt out the N-word.
well, now you know, Vincent. Just so happened when Michael B. Jordan Yeah, it is more likely to happen. As again, for the millionth time, I'm gonna keep alluding to this just because it's really important, because people do not seem to quite get this. But yes, don't think of pink elephants. That's all you're gonna be thinking about. Don't think about the N-word tick. If I'm around black people, don't think about your N-word tick. Don't think about your N-word tick. Fuck you. Kill yourself. You get the idea.
Face my ass. Just so happened to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lingo. Well, yeah, he probably did it because they were black. That's probably, yeah, there's probably a good chance that could have happened. Like, maybe not, but like, it doesn't mean that he did it on purpose. Like, that's just what happens. I mean, sure, it's a trigger. Yeah, it's like, I see, if I see one of them, I have to say it. I have to say, it's like a trigger, guys. If I see him. Oh my God, do we have a new king? What do you want me to get the Burger King crown again? And so anyway, no, this is just, again, the entire discourse around this. The reason why I'm joking around about this so much is that it really is the oppression Olympics. It is the, nobody knows which side of virtue signaling to be on here. Are you on the side of the disabled person that calls black people the N-word? Or on you the side of the black people who are offended by a disabled person that's not able to control their behavior, right? Which one is it? Which one wins inside of the oppression pyramid? I think this is hilarious. I do. Because nobody knows the answer to it. They really don't. And it's the Virtue Olympics, yes. And yeah, the chicken or the egg, exactly. Oh my fucking God. And I kind of wish it was unintentional so we could call it racism maxing. Maybe, I don't know. And do you think they'd call a Karen a fat bitch if they saw one? Yeah, but you probably don't need to have Tourette's to do that. I think normal people do that all the time. It's not that big of a surprise. So, yeah.
Just to be clear, I'm allowed to laugh at that. I am a fat bitch, okay? That's our word. He actually, you know what? He's not allowed to say that. Hashtag cancel Asmongold. He's appropriating my culture as a fat bitch.